I have a question. So to me, it seems like it has to be something that happens like around the world for it to actually get some type of attention. Do you understand what I'm saying? So say there's like little things in communities, like say I went to jail for something that I didn't do, but I know it's wrong and my friends know it's wrong, but I'm not getting any injustice from everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're kind of like alone with it, not just me, but like every other buddy. But it's like when something happens like that, like somebody getting shot or this, that's when everybody will come and speak up. So I mean, I feel
That's
like
when they deploy all of the resources
that's what I'm saying.
in
So
order
it's
to
like,
distract you.
what about us though? We didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do that wrong. Nobody was there sticking up for me or helping me or standing up for me. Nobody.
Megan, I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
you want to know the truth? Black women don't like you. They don't give a fuck about you.
You said
You
that to
want
me
to test?
last
You want
time,
to
I
test that
think.
theory out? You want to test that theory out? Go get you a black man. What you mean? What about me? What you think that they your friends too? Give a fuck about you? They don't care about you. You think you in the friend zone? You ain't safe. Ain't nobody safe. They don't give a fuck about you.
Now, when it comes down to just bashing men, dang near no matter what race here in America, all your women will come together and they will say, hey, well, listen, we all got a common enemy here, and it is the man. It is the man. Brother that a lot of these sisters hate on and complain about decide to date outside the race and date one of their feminist counterparts. And then watch how your sisters or your sisterhood turn on that one woman and say, well, you don't know what we go through. Well, this man is over here dealing with you because you don't have a backbone, because this man doesn't want anybody as strong, insinuating that your white women don't know how to stick up for themselves, that your white women are just pushovers, that your white women will just allow black men to pretty much just do any and everything. When really that's not the case, right? That's definitely not the case. Why your brothers deal with women outside of the race. They deal with women outside of the race because they are looking for somebody that is compatible to them, that complements them. Sadly to say, but a lot of our sisters, they don't want to be a compliment. They don't want to be a helpmeet. They don't want to be a woman who wants to be submissive. It's just funny that these white women were able to come into the black homes in the 1960s with just sex liberation and, sell these black women a dream and tell these black women that, hey, well, why are you allowing the patriarchy to hold you down? Sitting here allowing your husband to hold you down, telling you when you can do stuff and when you can't do stuff, telling you, man, that, hey, family is all about number one. No, it's not. Your life is number one. You need to come out here. You need to be able to come out and work. You need to be able to have your own freedom. You should be able to make your own decisions. Breaking that household up as much as they can, and they all gravitating towards each other. But then when a brother says, okay, well, fine, then I'm gonna just go ahead and date the woman that pulled you out of my household, and now it becomes an issue. Now it's, oh, well, these women don't have any backbones. Well, these women don't know how to stick up for themselves. Well, these women this, well, these women that. Well, what do you think a lot of these feminists were doing with their husbands? When these same women pulled our sisters out of the household in the 1960s, these are the same women that will then try to hold our sisters accountable. What do our sisters say? You're a pick me. Oh, you don't know what our culture is about. You don't know what we're about. Just come up with all of these excuses, and this is what brothers have to deal with, which is why brothers saying, man, we're just going to go out and go date outside of our race. And this is why the household is falling apart as we see it.
Either. That's the truth.
Yeah, the wrong black
you're
women.
looking for a level of sympathy. The one thing that I will tell you about the black community is they're going to leverage what they think is your privilege, and they kick you out the minute that you decide to get with their man.
Not Tyrone.
And you ain't even got to have a good black man. You just got to get one. You don't even have to get a good one.
Didn't he say this? He said this. I think you said this to me last time I was on.
The ones they say that they don't want is the one that they're going to hold you accountable for. You think they're your friend if you want to. Play that game. Go ahead. I dare you. You ever walked around with a black man before?
Didn't you ask me this question last
I
time I
don't
was on?
remember you.
Yeah, I don't remember him asking that to you.
Yes, he
Y'all,
said he's like, you
listen,
ever been with a black guy before? It was my
Oh,
most
I think
first
white
that was me.
time.
women, they look the
And I was
same.
so scared when
Y'all
you
got
asked me
plain
that.
faces. Y'all easy to draw. Most of y'all look the same. So, but go ahead. You said you did.
No,
You never been with a black man before?
no.
Try it. You want to experience discrimination? Want to get your ass kicked? Go ahead.
Try it is crazy.
Try it.
Like it's a test tube. Try it.
Megan, I
No,
would say
I'm good. I'm good.
And notice Jazz isn't laughing because she knows this is true. She know this stuff is true. She know this stuff is true. And the funny thing about it is you're really going to see on this panel where Jazz is going to tiptoe and straddle the fence because you have a panel full of white women and they're going to challenge her idea, right? Because she thinks that because you have a panel full of brothers and sisters that we should just automatically concede to what you're saying, that we should just automatically understand and agree to with what you're saying. And that's just not the case. When a lot of times Jazz just say stuff out her ass. Jazz just pull something out her crack and throw it out the window and say, this is black, this is pro-black. This is pro-black because she has a pro-black mindset. And once again, I don't have issues with pro-blacks. I don't have issues with people who, you know, are just all about their culture. But to then sit here and just be disingenuous and argue in bad faith, that's why I have to draw the line. Somebody like Jazz, she argues in bad faith. And as you will see in this, as you see later on in this video, there are women who challenge her point and she just stutters on it. She tries to tiptoe around it. And it's like, no, man, like stick to what you know, stick to what you believe. You need to be able to be 10 toes down on that.
Yeah, I would say if you do happen to find a non-white man to love, you know, just
I'm married to a Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Well, this whole conversation is inappropriate. Sorry.
Oh, you married to a Puerto Rican. I got you.
Puerto Rican.
Got you.
Como la flor.
If you want it, Hannah probably know. Jordan probably know.
I definitely
That's why
know.
they're so quiet, because they don't really want to talk about it. They know.
What are we supposed to say? Like, what do you want us to say?
Bad
You
things
ain't
about
said-
black
you
women.
said everything. You said everything that you needed to say by not saying nothing.
Have you ever dated a black man, Hannah?
Yes.
Have you gotten hate?
All I've dated is a black man.
You gotten hate from it?
You can hear it. You can hear it in her voice.
I kind of.
You can hear it in her voice as soon as she talks. As soon as she talks, it's like there. She got a specific tone.
I didn't know that.
What's her name? That note, Jazz?
No. It wasn't that I knew that
stereotyping
she
her now.
was. I knew.
Now y'all knew. Okay.
I
Y'all
would
did not
say
know that.
I have to hear more of
Come on
her.
now.
Y'all thought that girl.
Once again, people just being scared. People just scared. People are scared. People don't want to double down on what they say, man. People don't want to start issues. Right now, Hannah, I could tell from a mile away that she would be considered one of your snow bunnies. Now, for me, I would say that's a dust bunny, and that's no disrespect to her, but there's a difference between somebody who's like Iggy Azalea, she's like Iggy Azalea, and somebody like Taylor Swift. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest here. We see the difference between Iggy Azalea and Taylor Swift, and not because I think Iggy Azalea is from Australia. Doesn't really matter, because I mean, when you look at her baby father, when you look at how she got her start all through the black sector.
Because the whole world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking and we fly shit when we drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airway.
Let's just be honest here. And you can see it in how she walks. You can see it in her mannerisms, and you can see it in her actions. When you look at Taylor Swift and you look at Travis Kelce, I mean, Travis Kelce is a good example. When he was dealing with the sister, a lot of people will say, man, yeah, but she actually influenced this guy to kind of be your, you know, be one of your Slim Shadys. But then now you look at him with Taylor Swift, it's a different story. It's a different story. But it's just all about using discernment. It's all about using discernment. But a lot of people don't want to because they feel like it may offend people. It may feel like, oh, well, I don't mean it that way. I would have been like, yo, yeah, man, I can tell you mess with brothers. I can tell you mess with brothers. I can tell you mess with brothers by how you sound. I can tell when you mess with brothers by just simply by how you look. By simply just how you look. But of course, Jazz had a warm up, and it was almost as if she waited for everybody else to say something, then for her to be like, okay. I feel like now I can kind of say something. Like, come on, man. Like this is the disingenuous behavior that we have with our pro-blacks, our super duper pro-blacks. I understand I had my fair share of them snow bunnies, and I still love them to this very day, but I had my fair share of snow bunnies. Truthfully, I have my fair share of snow bunnies, and I can tell you which ones are dust bunnies, and I can tell you which ones are snow bunnies. I can tell you right now, she would be considered one of your dust bunnies. Probably does not have any preppy friends.
Was Hannah Montana?
I have to know her demeanor.
Absolutely not. Y'all cut it out.
Demeanor to
Oh
me.
my God.
Her demeanor to me.
Y'all don't even want to let her tell her own story.
Gave, gave that she,
Hannah, what has been your
down a little bit.
Q, can you please finish your questioning, please?
Go ahead, Hannah. I forgot to ask her.
What was your question?
Did you get hate for dating black men? Because you said you was from Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where I was in Washington, it was real diverse. So I never experienced, like my high school, we had Koreans, whites, blacks, Mexicans, Samoans, Tongans. Like we were very diverse. So I didn't go to a school that was all white people, all black people, so one of those type of situations. But yeah, I've experienced hate for sure.
From who?
It didn't make me look at the race differently, or if it was women or men, it just made me look at that individual person as, there's something wrong with them.
When you got the hate, who is it from mostly? Men, women, white women, black women?
I would say it was the mothers of the men I was dating.
Oh, the mom. Oh, damn, black women, damn.
The mothers.
If I'm being real,
men. That's a no right there. If they got a baby
situation, if I'm being real, it was the moms, the cousins. The dads never had a problem with me.
Of course the daddies didn't. That's you, son?
Jazz, do you see a problem with the mothers
Yeah.
being mad at Hannah?
Do I see a problem with the mothers being mad at them? Do I see a problem with it? It is a problem.
Why do people ask the question?
I think
the first time?
Jazz is stuttering because she wants to straddle the fence. She know Anton is right. She knows Anton is right, but because you got a panel full of white women, she wants to toe the line. She wants to toe the line. Guys, look at Shannon Sharp. Just look at Shannon Sharp. Instead of holding the woman accountable and holding the system accountable, they want to hold Shannon Sharp accountable as if he's the one that's in the wrong. He literally dealt with a woman who is of age, who consented to everything, who was able to get some money out of this man. And she then turns around and still uses the system against the man. Like, come on. But your sisters didn't say, hey man, listen, this woman needs to be held accountable. No, all of these sisters sat here and said, this is what Shannon Sharp get. Or hey, well, you should be dealing with a sister. But anytime brothers try to deal with sisters, a lot of your brothers are just rejected. Shout out to one of the therapists, I believe.
He just went damn near 40 years of their life where black women wasn't checking for him.
Been invisible.
So he has to keep waiting for this unicorn black woman that's going to look past what all the other black women didn't want. Or is he going to go accepted where he's accepted?
Finally be accepted by the black woman.
Umar is saying, I'll phrase it this way. If, with me, use me as an example. When I was younger, making less, was even skinnier than I was now, do you think I had more options or less options? Less options. So that means the same, not just black, the same women, all races and cultures that wasn't checking for me. When I started making a little bit more money, I got going in my career. I'm now spending my time with millionaires and on yachts and getting on helicopters and doing all sorts of stuff, and they're seeing it online. The very same women that would not go out with me, that I'm asking out, who look like you, are now wondering why he go with her?
Why we never went out?
Why we... Yo,
because you ain't want to, stupid.
Unless you think I don't have a memory, I distinctly remember asking you out.
He even brought up the fact that, hey man, it wasn't until I got money that your black woman didn't want to try to holler at me. It wasn't until Travis Hunter got money and then until they knew his name that, hey, well, listen, they already knew the type of woman that he was dealing with. What did all the sisters say? Well, then why don't you want to deal with the sisters? Well, y'all not talking about the times that he wanted to deal with sisters, but y'all didn't. Y'all could care less for him. Y'all could care less for him. Just a bunch of hypocrites, man. And then when you look at the mothers, that is just a fact, because my mother, she wanted me to sit here and deal with my own sisters, which is fine. Like I said, I love my sisters, but I love that, and I love that vanilla more, man. I love that vanilla more at the time. But of course, my father was like, I don't care who you date, as long as you're dating somebody who is compatible and who is a virtuous woman. I could care less what race she comes from, as long as she's a virtuous woman. Your women, they don't care for that. They don't really care to hear that. They want you to find a virtuous woman, but within your race. But if a white mother says, hey, well, I want you to do the same thing, daughter, find somebody within your race, then it becomes an issue. Then it's racist, right? It's just, once again, people. We see it clear as day. Look at some of these Thanksgiving memes, right, where your black son want to go ahead and bring home a white woman. It's an issue. It becomes an issue.
The first time meeting my family.
I'm excited to meet
Just
them.
calm down. You're doing too much, okay? Relax, all right? I just need you to just... damn well. Man, come shut up, man. Look, come on.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Grandma. Put your damn hands on. How you doing like that, Grandma?
Hi, Grandma. It's so nice to meet you. I've heard so much about everyone. I'm so excited to be here.
It's the family's favorite fried chicken for Grandma, okay?
Okay.
I need you to try.
Okay, it looks zesty and delicious.
Hey, ain't nothing zesty, okay?
This motherfucker hitting, twin.
Oh, there you call it twin. See, look, stop, man. Go with all that, man. You always jealous of me. Man, look, we're gonna turn it up a little bit on.
Okay.
All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hoppers on. And now you tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Now bite that motherfucker.
Oh, this motherfucker pressure.
My mama wanted to know, the girl that I'm with right now, she wanted to see pictures of her parents. She said, yeah, she looks light skinned, but I need to see pictures of her parents. And both her parents are black, right? So it was just more of, okay, I understand your mothers will have issues with it, but your fathers, they are more logical and they are more realistic. Hey, man, listen, we just want you to deal with somebody, man, who is beautiful and who serves the same creator as you, and who is a virtuous woman. That's it. But for your mothers, they're all about aesthetics. They're all about what somebody looks like. Oh, nah, I really don't like her, but I do like her. Once again, guys, I think that's just how women are built. And this is a clear distinction on how men think differently from women, but somehow we're the same, right? Somehow we like the same things, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you see a problem with them discriminating against Hannah Montana for talking to their sons?
So I would like to answer, but when I begin, would you allow me to answer the way I naturally want to?
Yeah, sure. Have at it.
Thank you. So I do think that it is
Jan's a dominatrix, baby. I'm sorry. It's reading all kind of dominatrix.
We got to be absolutely quiet so she can
Yeah, let
answer the
Jazz
question.
talk. We keep interrupting her. She's been very
I
cool.
mean, whenever you guys are ready. Whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
Thank you. So, like I was trying to say, I do think that it's a problem with any mom that gives any girlfriend or boyfriend of their child an issue, especially based on race. Now, I do understand. I'm so sorry, y'all. I do understand where that might come from, and it could be like a protective thing. So I'm not saying that it's right, but I do understand just based on what I know and what it is.
Right,
I don't think that you should have. I think you should have been given a. I think you should have been given a fair chance.
If I were to tell my son not to talk to a black woman, that's racist.
Good point.
That would. I never said. I never said her saying. If you were told you shouldn't date, or that your boyfriends were told they shouldn't date you because you're white, that is wrong. If you,
but is it racist, Jazz? It to you? Is it racist?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, I think you should have been. I think you should have been.
Let's sit in that real quick. It's racist.
Is it sure? I'm confused. Is it sure okay? Because if a black mama says you can't date that white woman, is that racist of that black mama?
I guess you would have to ask, like, what's the intention? Why is your white mom telling you not to date a black boy or a black man? Why is a black mother telling her black son not to date a white?
She's white. So is she racist?
Sure.
You saying sure is crazy.
Why?
Because you have said on this panel that black people can't be racist.
Yeah, but we don't have to go down that rabbit hole. I don't feel like getting into that whole debate with y'all. If it's racist, sure, you can call it racist.
No, it's not a debate. We're just trying to actually substantiate where you're.
Sure, it is. It. I guess some people can view it as racist. I understand racism from a different. From what it actually is. Others see it for a different thing. Can that be a prejudice? Yes. But it is in reverse. This is just my opinion. It is just, I don't know if it's my opinion, because what racism, like the definition of it says something else other than saying don't date somebody because they're of a different race. It's about economic control. But that's why I said I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So yes, for the sake of argument, yes, she was being racist towards you. And if you are a good person and you were treating their son with respect and love, and you should have been given a fair chance. I don't think that is wrong.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think that racism only exists when it's towards Black people? Like, is that pretty much what you're saying? Is that racism is only racism when it's towards the Black community? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I know when it was built, when it was created here in America, it was to disparage Black communities only. They made sure that our communities, specifically our livelihoods, what we had access to, what other people had access to, they made sure that we didn't. They kept us in bondage for a long time just based on our race alone. So when we talk about racism and why it started,
Wait, Jazz, you're not answering her question.
Yeah.
Now, at first, Jazz said it was wrong. Now she's just picking and choosing. And as I stated before, straddling the fence, struggling to just stand 10 toes down on what she is saying. And she contradicts herself, as you can hear what Q is saying. You said it was racist before then, and then even the chick in the bottom corner, she says, "Man, listen, like, hold on, like when it was being racist towards Black folk, you was just quick to say something, but then when it was quote unquote racist towards somebody else, then it comes down to stipulations. Then we have to pick and choose. Then we have to understand the full situation. It is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, but this is how a lot of our pro-Black people think. Super duper pro-Black people, by the way. So Jazz, just like you and my second mama, y'all might have a little bit of racism in y'all system. But to give her a little bit of room to breathe, I will say that I can understand why some of your Black mothers will take caution when it comes down to the children dating outside their race, because we already understand your situations with Jonathan Majors and, the old stereotype that, hey, well, if you're a Black athlete or if you're a Black man and you deal with a Caucasian woman, you can go to jail. She can lie on you. Even though we are starting to see a whole lot more cases of Black women doing the exact same thing, but they still want to continue to use this old excuse that, oh, well, if you're a Black man, you're a Black athlete, and you date outside your race, this is going to happen. But you look at Reuben Foster, his career was destroyed because him and his girlfriend. You got somebody like Ray Lewis. His career was destroyed because him and his wife, technically say the wife, because if the wife kept her hands to herself, they don't be in that situation. When you look at Sha'Carri Richardson, we just had a video on her. We had a video on Sha'Carri Richardson. She's telling the police, why are you arresting me when he's the man in the situation? And then went full-fledged, he's a liar, he's a cheater. I got proof and evidence that he put hands on me, this, that, and the third. Then why didn't you ever file a police report? Once again, you just want to go ahead and throw a man up under the bus to save yourself. And this is what we're seeing. But and once again, hey, if y'all black men date outside y'all race, y'all gonna go to jail. Well, it sounds like we're gonna be going to jail, man, if we deal with our sisters too. So I kind of just want to go where I'm appreciated.
Christian, are you serious right now? Okay. I didn't assault him though.
We have video cameras.
I literally we were having an argument. I'm not resisting, so you don't have to do it harder. Christian, are you serious right now? Christian.
Washington State, he doesn't get a say.
But I understand. We were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing. Okay, I'm not gonna resist. But I'm telling you that we was arguing. I didn't assault him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that you guys are doing this to me and he's the man in this situation, I'm gonna comply. I am. I'm not gonna argue with you at all. But you have me on camera. But at the same time, what he has on camera, I have my phone, shows something different. So if I need to show that, I will.
We have you on cameras all around here.
Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different. But Christian, thank you, Christian.
Don't talk to him right now.
Okay, I won't. Thank you so much, officer. They are arresting me right now, Christian. They're arresting me right now. Am I gonna go actually?
But I do understand where a mother is coming from, where she is like, I kind of want to take some precautions.
Yeah, did that ever happen in America? Did that racism ever happen to white people like that? Did it ever?
No. That's not. That's
you got to answer her question.
Yeah.
Is racism only involved when it comes to blacks? To you?
In America, yes.
But wait.
But it can affect other non-black people, like Asians.
I got something to say on that though.
Latinos.
I don't understand how you're saying that's a big problem. That's part of the big problem a lot of people have, is that you're saying that racism only exists towards black people. That's a problem. No, let me finish. You got to finish. Let me finish, please. I'm saying that, like, when you're talking about this stuff, you're talking about, like, I understand, like, you're saying racism towards black people, but I feel like it's a victim mindset that you're stuck in, because you're saying that racism only goes towards the black community when that's not true. And speaking from my personal experience, I'm mixed. So I grew up around mainly white people, but the hate that I got from most people was the black community. And that's racism. It was racism blatantly. I wasn't allowed to hang out with certain groups at my high school because I was not fully black, and I thought I was better than everybody, when that was never the case. I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever meet, but I never even got that chance to show people that because of the way that I looked, and because I'm mixed, and because of this and because of that. So when you say that racism is only towards black people, that's a big problem that a lot of the people in our society have, that mindset of, like, the victim mindset of, like, I'm the only person that can experience that. So when Hannah's talking about how she felt, and you said sure to, oh, is it racist? You said sure. But before, you were like, when we were talking about the black community, you're like, yeah, that's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Why is it different when Hannah is getting so much hate and so much for who she's choosing to be with? Why is it only racist when it goes down to you or the black community? Why is it only racist with the black community when the other communities, and let's say the black community, is giving Hannah the same thing that we're experiencing? What? Because she didn't have to go through slavery, quote unquote, so it's not racist? I'm just confused, because I don't agree with what you're saying.
White supremacy too. White supremacy too, though.
Real quick, I just want to bring out the racism really quick. It says racism is a specific type of prejudice and discrimination focused solely on race and ethnicity. So Again, I'm
The
not
definition of
understanding.
racism that I see is equals prejudice plus power. It's not just about individual bias, it's about systems, laws, policing, education, housing, healthcare that advantage one group while disadvantaging another.
Right,
Based on what I
but back
said,
to what I was saying, because I was trying to finish. I don't understand how racism
well,
and
because
prejudice are not interrelated, because when it comes down to you saying that Hannah, if someone says, Hannah, you're not supposed to be, I don't want you dating my son, that is a sense of power, because they remove that family power, that family structure, which is actual power involved in racism. You control the family, you control the communities, you control the outcomes of whatever is happening in this world. So if a mother is saying, hey, I don't want you to date my son, or you don't need to be with her, that is exercising a form of racism and a prejudice. It's not just prejudice, but it's also racism because, hey, you're white. I don't want you with my black son. That is racist. Regardless of how you try to, sugarcoat it, the system is more than just big white people in seats. The system is everything else that trickles down after that. And a lot of the system we're very disconnected from, which is our family, our husband, wife, children, creating all of that. That is a system as well. So
thank you for that insight. So back to what I was
but
saying.
I'm not done though. So
okay, go ahead,
just
continue.
hold on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say, Hannah, you date all the black men you want, honey. Okay, you come to my cookout. All right, you come get you some cornbread, some mashed potatoes. Okay, some dressing. Okay, I'ma feed you good, honey, because I'm from the South and we used to that junk. Okay, there's this place called Grand Mary in Louisiana, and they stayed doing that. Okay, they stayed interracially relating and all that stuff. So it's just fine, honey. It was right up the street from where I was in Liberia, honey. So listen, I'm not that type of black person, all right? I don't want you to get that kind of feel, all right? I don't believe the same thing that Jazz does. I believe you a person, and I believe this is an injustice. And I'm going to advocate for your injustice, okay? Period.
See,
white power.
I don't think
Go back to
that white power is crazy.
Oh, so I just wanted to walk
We gotta
with
go to super
Hannah.
chats after Jazz. Go ahead, Jazz.
Yeah, and Hannah, I hope what I said didn't offend you in any way. We're getting into semantics. I am not going to disagree with Kamara. If that is, you can look at that as a form of racism, but to answer, what's her name, beautiful Jordan. So the reason why I say, okay, let's be clear, racism doesn't affect only Black people, but in the US, it has historically targeted Black people, right? And these are just facts. We're not making this up, right? So we do know that in the US, racism was built into the foundation of this country: slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, systemic discrimination. We have irrefutable facts and data and proof to show this. These things only happened towards Black people, right? For a very long time. In America, there has never been a history in America that showed racism affected white people that way.
We gotta go next.
But they had the economic power, right, to affect other groups of people in that way based on their race alone. So that's why I said racism affects. It does affect everyone, but historically speaking, that's what it is. And it hasn't really changed. But like I said, neither one of you, both of you are gorgeous. Neither one of y'all should have gone through what you've gone through. You should be given a fair chance because you're a human being first. And it'll just be based on your character. You shouldn't have gone through that, Hannah. I'm sorry that you did. And Jordan, the same.
Too many Black super duper pro Blacks that are trying to excuse a lot of people from piss poor behavior. And like I said, people, I mean, once again, understand if Black women understood why Black men date outside of their race, they will understand that a lot of your Black men are just looking for something more. That's it. A lot of your Black men are just looking for something more. We're just looking for respect. If you can't even give us that, you can't even give us simple respect, This is how you end up creating passport bros. This is how you end up creating brothers within your own community, dating outside the race, dating the same race of women that came into your home in the 1960s and broke up your home, just so they can take your man, and you're going to then complain, but you thought they were your best friends. It's ridiculous, people, but I mean, hey man, listen, this is the community that we created for ourselves. A bunch of hypocrisy, a bunch of contradictions, and a bunch of sisters who will complain rather than make a change. Tell me who's favorite. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know down below, what do y'all guys think?